Okay, so I decided to have a recording of a bonus show this morning without having my first cup of coffee yet. What? I know. I know. It is absolutely not good. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Winding Down the Bonus Show. No cup of Joe yet. No first cup of Joe yet. I'm having a very slower start, very much slower start to today. Today in real time, okay, it is actually November 28th in real time. I, on purpose, got out of bed later and I said, I want to see what it's like to start the show on purpose without my first cup of Joe. Whoa, no. No, I hope I'm going to be as polite as possible. Some people they can't do anything unless they have their first cup of Joe. I know some people, this is true story, that do not, and I mean with a capital NOT, do not approach certain people until they've had their first cup of coffee and have stared into space for about 15 minutes. Anybody need that 15 minutes to just stare into space when you get out of bed, even though you don't have your coffee yet. Sometimes people need that 15 minutes to stare into space before they could even approach their coffee pot. Okay, coffee maker. Amazing, amazing. So anyway, yeah. But it's nice to change it up a little bit. Sometimes we're not robots; we're human beings. We're not human doings. Thank you so very much, Dawn, for that. Dawn from the not everywhere. Jan, you need your coffee. I was about to say Dawn from the Everywhere with Steve Young 74. Oh, sensible living with Money Mom channel, Dawn. Oh, Dawn, how you doing today, Dawn? I'm telling you, I mean, I'm polite, I'm sweet, I'm happy, I'm appreciative, but yeah, we need our coffee or tea or whatever it is to focus. I just thought I'd chime in to see what it was like. So, not to waste your time too much, but on this bonus show, which is winding down, here we are already the 28th of November. Where did this month go? Where did this month go? Anytime we have major holiday months, they just really go, okay? But the good news is that for many folks, we're still in the middle of the weekend. Yay. Yay to that middle of the weekend. But there are folks that for them there is no weekend. There is no weekend. And it's just another day, grinding the old axe, right? And thank you so much for that. If you're one of those grinder people today, getting up and, oh, well, it's just the Friday and I'm going to work. God bless you. Really and truly, God bless you. God bless everybody, but little extra appreciation I am extending. I am extending. When I was sitting down to my Thanksgiving meal yesterday, I looked at every object, every piece of food on my plate, okay? And I realized, of course, always with a grateful and thankful heart, but I really took an extra minute to realize what it took to get that plate together. An animal had to had to give up its little life for me to enjoy chicken or turkey. I had a little bit of both yesterday. Okay. So two different animals had to go bye bye for that, right? Then there are factories that had to mass produce my cranberry sauce. And even if I bought fresh cranberries, still, some company had to put it together, right? Somebody had to grow it. Somebody had to make the crops. Somebody had to drive it to a processing plant. Somebody had to drive that finished product to a grocery store. Somebody had to pack it, unpack it, put it on a shelf, and somebody had to sell it, and we had to pay for it. and bring it home. There are a lot of steps to everything that came on top of your Thanksgiving plate or everyday meal plates, plural. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. It isn't just one person. So many, so many moving parts to one finished product. So as I was staring down and praying and being thankful, I gave an extra dose of thanks to all of the moving parts that are involved in putting that plate together. So it was really it was like a moment, like an extra moment. Okay, as I sit here and fantasize about that cup of coffee, who will not walk up to me unless I get over to that to that coffee maker. Although I'm not doing the coffee maker, what I'm doing is I have this. I probably mentioned it about 1,000 times, so I'll make it 1,001 on my Hamilton Beach, hot water heater kettle thingy. Those are great. I highly recommend if you're going to give a gift of that. That I'm telling you, just if you need a gift idea, because someone gifted that to me about we're talking over, I'd say over 10 years ago. Yeah, that long ago. So durable. I use it every day. Just fill it up, just tap down, plug it in, fill it up, tap down, boom, heats up your water for anything, for your your oatmeal, your coffee, tea, whatever. You don't have to drag out other too many other things or whatever. It's really convenient. But again, thankful for that. Thankful for that. How many people did it take to make that happen, besides the gift giver? You see where I'm going with that? Before I go, I just want to mention I was a little puzzled about this. How do you feel about if you're watching a kind of video, this like video just came up on my feed literally out of nowhere, and someone was explaining their life down to their exactitude, like in precise item specific things about ongoings in their family. I mean, like, whoa, like extremely personal stuff. And I asked myself, like, I mean, it was all negative. The person was knocking their family all negatively. It was not like a person like on a rant. It was a person, they weren't cursing. They were, actually in our age bracket, like people that are over a certain age, if you will, and calmly and just sitting there. There goes the bird clock, of course. And I'm like, are you, I'm asking myself, why? Why would someone do that? Now I get it. Oh boy, this is the Longer Bird. I didn't have my coffee at Longer Bird at 7 a.m. And this is probably going to go up. I'm probably going to upload this for 7:15. So, I'm sorry. I digress. Thank you, Bird. Now, so this lady was going on and on and on about inexactitude, her personal life. Is that really wise? Do you think that's really wise for that person to do that? Do you think that putting yourself out there for all the world to see and to hear? I mean, I'm sure the people that know her personally, now really, really know her personally. I don't know. Is that good? Do you think it's something that could come back to haunt that person? I don't think it's wise to get that detailed. I think it may have a way of backfiring on that person. The person may be a really nice person and all the good stuff. And, you know, I think in order to, I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't think it's correct. Let me know your thoughts on that. Do you think it's correct for someone to come on a platform, any platform, doesn't not just this one exclusively, any of these social media platforms and get extremely detailed, pointing out names of their, you know, offspring, ages, how they offended their mom. Do you think that it's actually beneficial for that person to do that? I mean, maybe I'm missing something, and I'm always open to, hear fresh ideas. I don't think I think eventually maybe it's good for her to vent, but I don't know. Could it come back to bite her in the end somehow? Unless she tears down her videos. I don't know. I'm not knocking the person. I'm just a little confused and maybe shocked. That's about it. But hey, so be it. And I'm feeling sad for the person because the stuff she's saying is really, it's tough to hear, and it's sad to know that people go through these situations like that. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's wise for anyone to be that specific about situations. I'm just talking about the wise. Is it a wise choice to go there? Honestly, confession may be good for the soul, but that's where it should remain. Certain things you just don't sit down and publicly talk about. In my opinion, that's just my opinion. You could throw it out with the bathwater, but I'll pray for the individual that's going through a tough time like that. But anyway, all right. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about that. And after all this, I deserve my first cup of joe. Now I could actually say the word deserve. I earned it. All right, everybody. Have a great day today. Whatever you do on this day off, if you have a day off, and for those that don't have a quote day off, whatever, enjoy your day anyway. Enjoy your day no matter what. Yeah, the coffee is smelling better and better in my mind's eye, but I better go and make it. Have a great day. Take good care of yourself and your amazing family. As always and forever, super thanks. I truly appreciate it. Thank you.